I feel like it. Hi. Hello. Is anybody out there in the world? Can anybody hear me tonight on this Tuesday? Right? Anybody? I'm going to try to entertain you all for a few. I have been so busy on the website. I said, let me come on over here and be with the poos, right? Just in case, right? Nobody's watching me. I at least want one person, me. All right. So that's what I'm doing while we wait and gather and try to collectively do this thing. Don't start, Hendrix. It looks like I'm live. All right. Here we go. I think that was enough time. Greetings, greetings, all divine beings. It is Witchy Poo coming back to you with another video. And if you are feeling kind, please subscribe. No microphone, no special subscriptions. We're going live. We're doing this live. And I have some messages because today has really been different. And I downloaded as much as I could on the website. Came over here and I'm going to tease you guys with some. But most of all, give the poos a reading who have not traveled over to the other side. I am here. I am here, my child. So we're going to get into Aries and Taurus. Only. If you are Aries and Taurus, you should be here. Hello, darling. I know that's reflecting light. Let me get situated. Thank you for being here, my love. I hope that you are having a terrific Tuesday and everything that you want is going your way. I thank you because I cannot keep doing this. And everything that you want is going your way. Oh, okay. I thank you. I will put the website in the description right now. You are absolutely on me. Thank you, darling. All right. Look, will that work? It won't work in the chat, and I'm on Watch Family Business. I'm sorry. Okay. Let me go back, stop for a second, and put it in the description. When my lead mod tells me to do something, I'm on it right away. Just because she paid me money in July and I didn't give a reading till months later. All right. I'm so sorry. I will never ever forgive myself reflecting like for that. I'm trying to do that right now while we're live. And I can't, but I'm going to. That's kind of the link. I'm going back to do it. Okay. I promise you. I'm leaving it up so I can remember to do it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Witchy Poo Show. Like I was mentioning, we're going to start with the web. We're going to start with the Aries and go into Taurus. I have tons of readings over on the website that are free. If you want to log in, log on, go head on over. Now, I'm not going to delay anymore because it is dinner time, right? We should be all doing things with our family, like entertaining our minds. So I'm going to get to the point. And I want you guys to stick around for the ride. Here we go. We're going to start with Aries. Thank you guys for being here again. I can't do it without you. I promise you. I don't want to be talking to myself. But I am actually okay with that as well. As a child, we all did it a lot. And the ones that talk to ourselves have the imaginations that are wild. Okay? On the bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords. Now, in the event, Aries, you are not getting the rest that you need, or you are overwhelmed. This is only because you are not taking a break as you should. When you feel too much heaviness in your body, when you're feeling too much heaviness in your mind, even if these two people that you take care of through some window seal, whether it's passing food, letting them borrow all the time, something needs to come to a halt just for a little while. Because in the event that you break down, in the event that you are no longer able to be around, who can you run to, right? And escape. Who can you go to have the same reciprocation? I doubt anybody the same, right? So it's time to take a break. It's time to take a step back. But most of all, it's time to take a beat because you're overdoing it with self. Spirits. All right. What signs, symbols, downloads, and messages do we have? Let us know for Aries. I'm going to draw 3 and 3. All right. I told y'all, very sweet. We have the Two of Cups. Now, in the past, you had a connection with this person and a good relationship, but it is no more. You see, people grow, people change, but most of all, people don't like when you take the first step to get away. You can get away from energy that's chaotic. You can also get away from things that don't make you feel melodic, right? So this connection is not here anymore like it used to be. And this could be mother-son relationship. This could also be someone that you're filling into the cups of each other. One's older and younger in some way. But moreover, this is somebody who has a snake wrapped around both of their energies. So somebody's lying to each other, and I feel like it's a mutual thing. And then we have the 10 of cups. So we're in our freaking feelings, right? We're in our feelings. I'm coming back to you. We're in our feelings to not realize that happiness is what you put in. Happiness is how you feel in your mood. Happiness reflects the life that you currently are in with your mind. It is very simple to what I'm saying, but people don't hear shit all the time. They hear nothing. I am telling you, you need to mirror something that feels perfection in your mind, because this is what's happening outside of your life, okay? Very, very good. Very, very. Can you see me? Hello, my full power Democrat, Democraty. Okay. What is special add-on souls? I power remove mathematics. Okay. 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 Brooke, do what you do, but please behave. Okay. I can't today. Serious questions only. Are you Aries or Taurus? Are you subscribed? Are you just passing by? Do you have your mom's tablet? She's not looking. Where did you come from, my child? Let me ask you 1,000 questions like you asking me, okay? Do you see me? The Two of Pentacles in the energy. Now, the final card for this moment in the future is something that is stretching, balanced, and resourceful. I really believe that it's you, Aries, right, in general, because you're the one that's constantly, I feel like, taking a knee. You're constantly doing something to keep this union together, these two people, these two energies. But more or less, it's not for you anymore to kind of do this. I think that the balancing act is now needing to come from strength on why you've done this for so long and what is your purpose and benefit. See, if you can weigh those pros and cons and really have something forth to go off of, then you'll see that either you're with this energy or this person because of a benefit, or it's just a mutual thing that y'all had once upon a time and you'll realize it's no longer there. Okay? But good luck to you. I'm going to draw one card to kind of get you the clarity so you don't have to worry about it here. All right? There's the World. And there's so much success without this individual that it's letting you know it's here with you in the present, because you are a resourceful person. You also don't need to be forcing a connection with someone that I feel like steals from your cups when you're not really looking. And particularly if this is a mother and son situation, it's beyond inappropriate because there's a lot of coddling. But I digress from the point. You need to understand that the world is in your favor through achievement, for you understanding your worth, for you understanding that you're a balancing act, and it's a privilege for these people to even know who you are in general. All right, Aries. Hi, hi. All right, I guess you're gone and you've behaved, Brooke. I'm going into Taurus. I told you it was just going to be three, and I'm out of here. But I'm going to use the same deck, right? We didn't get in too deep. Just reading a couple messages that needed to be spread. All right, Taurus. Y'all didn't expect me tonight. Y'all didn't. I promise you. So that's why I'm here, to spruce things up a bit and also to get you over to the website. You got the Knight of Wands here. Taurus, going into a situation without fear, going into a situation as to where you don't have to worry about the outcome. You just know that it's going to be best for you, however the outcome goes here. That's called pure confidence in a situation being blinded. And I feel like you're going to have to seriously do that in a leadership role this week, because you're going to be dropped in some sort of deep sea as to where this responsibility is having you be in charge of 3 people or be in charge of these energies. But this is the next step to see how far you can sail for a better opportunity. This is also something that's testing the waters to see if you have leadership skills. So this could be job related energy. And there's nothing wrong with a job. Do not feel that you need to be on social media because everybody's not making money as they should if you're not salacious or have a big cult following. It doesn't always have to be that. Working a 9 to 5 is power, is authority, okay? Especially if you can get one. So I feel like a leadership role is coming out next. Let's find out more. Hi. Okay, after my temporal rhyme is okay. Spirits. I'm not laughing. I have no idea what's being had or said. I'm just glad chat's moving and it's decent. All right, we'll just leave it at that. All right, listen, we got the 9 of Cups, we got the 4 of Wands, and then the Emperor Aries energy going forward. Satisfaction has to feel good, but satisfaction comes from your environment. You are not going to be satisfied this week because something from the past is coming back up to test your, I feel like, capability. And it's not as what you can do or if you can be a leader in this sense. This is to see what have you done with something that was given, because now ungrateful attitude, ungrateful energy, or just entitlement is like laying on the table here. And so for this foundation for yourself, I feel like the satisfaction is only because of greediness. It's not truly what you've earned. All right, we got the High Priestess. This is Cancer energy. You have to know that things can be traditional or conforming. Or you can just split the fork in the road and truly do what you want. But there's really only 2 options. That's what I want you to focus on, okay? So if you're unsatisfied with something that you've built, if you are unsatisfied with something that hasn't grown yet because you thought that you were sharing something that it would, I just feel like this is all in the matter of you not being satisfied with the 2 options or 2 cards that you've been dealt, okay? And you've been dealt these cards seemingly over and over again because you're unsatisfied with life, and it's like wearing your heart on your sleeve, and that's not what the universe put you here for. Okay? You're not to be put on this planet to be unsatisfied with things you can't get, or to be unsatisfied with the gratitude of not realizing how you got there. You don't get it. Every day is a praise to say, oh, I thank you for another day. But people don't understand it's more than opening the eyes. It's to have a sound mind. Everybody doesn't have a sound mind. You can't sit here and listen to me because I'm boring. I'm not talking about Tom, Dick, and Harry and sleeping with somebody on the side. You hear what I'm saying to you? You can't focus because it's not negative that's coming out of my vessel. But the more that I preach to you, you'll understand that happiness in the 4 of Wands is always with self first. And it's not to disengage or to be manipulated or heartstring pulled in any way. It's not about that. But you see, that's what gets the blood ticking of the world today. But you're here for a different reason right at this moment. There's something in your life of energy and foundation of self that you are not grateful for. And I'm telling you right now, if you don't kind of wrap this around your head and realize everything that you've done to get to this point in your career, in your life, in your business, in your mind, that is something to be grateful for at this time. And it doesn't take one bad moment to kind of shut that out. And that's happening here. And it could just be because the relationship's going sour. Or it could just be because the energy is no longer curious. The Ace of Swords is letting you know you are going to have a breakthrough if you kind of resist this. You're going to have something great happen to you if you could realize that gratitude starts with how you feel in your mood. You understand? If I'm feeling upset, as soon as I walk out the door, that's what's going to happen. But if I feel good and know that something positive is going to shake, this is what it will be every single moment of your day. Now, I know that it's a lot to say, easier said than done. But in the future, it's all about the power and the authority that you possess. But see here it says that you have nothing left. Well, why wouldn't you have anything left? Because of a path you chose? Because of the way you won't surrender to something that is hindering you or giving you some blues? However this goes, this is your power in the future being reversed. And it's only because you don't see the authority in you. You rather see it in other people. You rather see it in materialistic things rather than not realizing it's none of this stuff. It's all in the matter of how you share connections with everything. Ooh. But you see, I could be talking to a Taurus in the Gemini flip sting, right? That flip sting, where you don't want to accept what I'm saying because you know that your way is going to work someday. But if your way hasn't worked up to this point, you have to realize there's trust issues with yourself you refuse to address, you just continue to ignore. There's trust issues with realizing that your authority comes from you just being solid as a person, not causing chaos. I love you all. Thank you, Reflection Light. Thank you, Christy Bull. Thank you for popping in. I'm going to be honest with you, Brooke. I had no fucking idea what you're talking about, but you are my friend. You're welcome here. Pierre, I don't know what that means, but I'm just glad you're here. Make me understand. I'm not judging, okay? Thank you all for being a part. I will see you guys very soon. Head over to the website. I've got more coming up. Shit. Can't even blow it out.